Good day. Today's venue is the North Rim hike of the Yellowstone River in the Yellowstone National Park. It's at the Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone area. Now the hike starts off in the Upper Falls area. However, I'm starting off at the brink of the Lower Falls. Now the trail just follows along the top of the Yellowstone River that flows nearby. We do go up about 400 feet incline, so there is some up and down in it. The trail starts off pretty much handicap accessible. It's a little bit questionable in areas, but you could go as far as you want and head back. And that's the same for anyone hiking it. It is in and back trail. It's 2 miles long, and since I started off at the Upper Brink Falls area, it's going to be short of 2 miles. So let's get you up and check it out. So as you can see there's some pretty good water runoff going on right now. Now it's mid-June. It's early in the morning. It's probably running about 7:30 a.m. at this point, maybe 8 a.m., somewhere in there. And it's pretty cold out. It's probably about 60 degrees at this point. Some nice sun coming down, warm things up. Now I did walk through a portion of this trail right back there that some rainfall was coming down, a mist. Pretty cool. Let's get you up. So this hike will take you to various sightseeing stops where you can look out over the canyon. There's multiple parking spots along the way, but brink of the Lower Falls is your best bet because there's the most parking spots. The other areas are a little bit more limited. Now here's a trail going down this way. This would take you to the bottom of the Lower Falls. We're going to continue to stay on the Upper Brink Fall hike. So let's giddy up. Now that rock right there on top of that spire looks like it's hanging on by a thumbnail. I bet by the next time I'm back here, it'll be gone. Let's giddy up. And as you can see right down there, some steam coming up. Now, the Yellowstone River cuts right through the hydrothermal area where those steam vents are coming up. So parts of the river here are actually heated by that activity. Now we do hike through wooded areas on this hike, of the North Rim hike. So I brought my bell with me to scare wildlife away, especially bears. Now with the human activity in this area, it's unlikely we'll come across bears, but you never know. So just to be safe, I got the bell on today. So one other note about my bell. As you know, I was recently running around Europe, and off and on I did have my bell on. People were looking at me kind of strange, wondering what that ringing was. Well, of course in Europe, in the areas I was at, I wasn't about to be coming across any bears or mountain lions. So I had to explain to them that I'm from Montana, and it's a good idea to be carrying a bell with you. And like I mentioned, very good idea here in Yellowstone with the number of bears they have here. And I wore it in Europe because it's just kind of become a mainstay for me, a calling card. Now the one I used there, it was a different bell, didn't ring as much. So yeah, I got a new one because the one I had, I tried to fix it. As you know, I lost the inner part of it. If you watched my Mexico City vlogs, I lost the inner part of it and had to replace it, and it didn't ring as much. So this one actually rings quite a bit. Let's giddy up. So So is a bell really effective? I think it is. The biggest thing that I think that works for it is you don't want to mess with a mother and her cubs of bears. And cubs, discovering this new world, they're very skittish. And if they hear a bell ringing, they're gonna take off. And the mother will take off with them. And then the other thing is, you're letting wildlife know you're coming, so you can't just stumble upon them and startle them. And on this hike, remember to stop and take your hygge moments. Being in the moment, enjoying the scenery. So we've made it to Inspiration Point as far as we're going on the Rim Trail hike. That Yellowstone River, you can still hear it just roaring, even from way up here. Pretty powerful. So lower overlook, 38 stairs, not 39, not 40, 38.